Hey everyone, welcome back. It's Michelle Martinez here, and today I'm here to talk about the 24-105 G Master Series lens. So actually this lens arrived Saturday, just as I was about to hit record for the latest video that I just uploaded, which was the Skyrim dinner video. I literally set up the shot, Cindy was ready to start, and I got the doorbell ring because this lens had arrived. And I was actually waiting and anticipating that day for this lens to arrive because I thought that video would have been perfect to really show off this lens. Given that we can't really go out anywhere, it was a great opportunity to get to use this lens for pretty much the entire day. So before we dive in, let's look at some shots that I got using the 24-105 G Master lens. So now for most of those shots that I shown, it was mainly in the range between 70 to 105. Because I really wanted to create that very intimate close-up shots, I just kind of played around with those ranges and it turned out pretty well. Now actually even in the first half of this video, that was shot using only the 50mm lens that I bought when I first purchased the Sony a7 III. This is the Nifty 50 as a lot of people call it, and it has the aperture of 1.8. I usually have this at about a 2.8 for most of the shots, for the majority length of the video, but I loved using that again for the lower f-stop. It really helped create that really intimate close-up mood for this video. Now even though this particular lens, the 24-105, only goes down to an f-stop of 4, with the compression when you're at the 105 length, that compression kind of helps create even more of a bokeh, which really helps create a certain mood depending what you're going for. Although it's always nice having that lower f-stop, going with a lens with a decent f-stop such as 4, plus getting it used, you will save a good amount. So now let's talk about this lens being used. So I bought this from B&H in their used department, and actually bought the Sony a7 III as an open box, which helped me save a couple $100 when purchasing this new camera. So B&H uses a number line or a chart to rate used gear. This particular lens came at a rating of a 9, which pretty much means all the accessories that originally comes with it new came with it, as well as it worked well with minimal wear. So actually let's go back in time to the unboxing so you can take a look at what a 9 rating used gear from B&H looks like. Okay, got this awesome package. Alright guys, it happened. I finally bought the Sony 24-105 f4 Master G Master lens. I did get it used. I think it says somewhere around here, used, which is fine because it's from B&H, a place that I trust, and it had a 9 rating. So I was pretty confident, saved me a couple $100. So you gotta save where you gotta save. Comes with this really nice leather pouch. Ooh. I'm kind of going through this kind of fast because I want to use this lens for this next, for this video. Well, for the Skyrim video that will have been posted already. So we're gonna actually be able to test some footage out with it. It looks pretty good. I mean, for it being a 9, not bad. Let's check the lenses here. I mean, glass looks good. Nothing like a little clean can't handle. And it's not as heavy as I thought it was going to be. So pretty stoked. I think the 16, the 35 is, it feels heavier, or maybe I'm just already used to it. So you can tell it's not like super duper clean. I'll probably just give it a nice deep clean. So it's really not that bad. After unboxing, before using, all I did was just kind of grab a microfiber cloth, spray that with some lens cleaning, and just clean the outside, and it pretty much looks as new. There's really no scratches, there's no dents on this lens. There's just a little bit of dust inside of the little these little grip rings. It was a little bit dirty because it's super easy to capture like any dust or particles inside of that. So cleaning that, it was brand spanking new. Now I will admit I'm very hesitant in buying used gear, mainly because I'm a huge pessimist. I often think that it's going to break within a couple of uses. So it's very hard for me to buy used gear. But when I'm trying to stay on budget or not go into debt unnecessarily, I do use and go for used gear, particularly off of B&H. Now that's a website I trust. I buy a lot of gear from there. I tend to stay away from Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace, and even eBay. Again, because I'm overly afraid of getting like ripped off or getting something and not arriving dead upon arrival. But I know a lot of creators use eBay, so maybe it's just being eBay savvy and knowing who you're buying from. Again, my tip is just go with who you feel comfortable buying off of. But used gear is nothing to be ashamed of. It saves you a good amount of money, especially when you're trying to stay on budget. And who cares if used gear isn't going to affect the way you record? Ultimately, you're just saving money, which who doesn't want to do that? So this will actually be my 4th lens for the Sony camera system. I had a hard time convincing myself not to purchase or pre-order the new highly anticipated Sony a7S III, but with that amount of money and my budget, they did not coincide, they didn't work out together. So I ultimately decided on investing in a lens. I needed something with a little bit of a different focal length than what I have. I do have the 24-70 kit lens, but that actually has a little dot or a spot particle that no matter what pictures or videos I do, you can see it. And I've cleaned the lens, at least I think I do, but it still shows up there. So I'm not sure if something happened to where it's now forever a spot there, or if it's on the sensor of the actual lens, because the camera doesn't have that spot when I use the 16-35mm lens or the 50. So if you guys have any suggestions on how to thoroughly clean a lens, or if I can send it somewhere or give it to someone to clean it and get rid of that spot, that would be incredible. But ultimately, I'm super excited to have particularly the 105 focal length. It's going to be the furthest I have in any of my lenses. It's going to be great for landscape, for travel, and I just look forward to being able to use it more and more. I loved using it on this latest shoot for the Skyrim video. Again, getting that really close-up intimate shots was perfect, exactly what I needed, and the f4-point stop seemed to work great. I had no issues with it. So if you guys have any questions about that lens or any other lenses that I have for the Sony system, please comment down below, like this video if you liked it, subscribe if you haven't already, and see you guys next time.